The Bridgepoint Health facility in the East End of Toronto recently got a makeover. In fact, it got a brand new state-of-the-art hospital. But now it's time for the old building to disappear. Who's the best at making structures vanish in a safe and timely manner? Priestley Demolition. Bridgepoint Health has a long and fascinating history. For the past 150 years, Bridgepoint and its earlier incarnations has dealt with some of the most pressing healthcare challenges of our time. It started in 1860. Named the House of Refuge, it was the first Toronto hospital for the helpless and homeless. It became a smallpox hospital during the epidemic of the 1870s, but by 1893, its mandate had expanded to treat other infectious diseases, and it was rechristened the Isolation Hospital, all the while maintaining its function as a house of refuge for the homeless and aged. As the needs increased, so did the structures, overlooking the Don River, until the original facilities could no longer serve the community's needs, and the first House of Refuge buildings were demolished. As infectious diseases declined, the hospital moved towards the treatment of chronic illness and was renamed the Riverdale Hospital. But 1963 was the banner year, the opening of the ultramodern half-round hospital with 800 beds for long-term care. Even that facility eventually needed upgrading, and in 2002, Bridgepoint Health announced its plans for the expansion and redevelopment of the Riverdale Hospital site. The new building was ready for occupancy in 2013, and PDI got the call. When something new goes up, something old must come down. And tearing buildings down with precision is what Priestley Demolition does best.
Right now we're standing in the Bridgepoint Hospital redevelopment. Standing over my right shoulder is the new hospital building. After it was completed, the hospital moved from their old building behind me, where Priestley Demolition's bringing it down.
And that is the unique challenge of this demolition project, to safely bring down the old half-round structure in perilous proximity to the new hospital.
It's an 8-story building plus a mechanical level above that, and there's one level of underground and a second level of underground in certain areas.
Right now we're moving shoring from floor to floor, making incremental saw cuts, lifting the slabs out so that we can get ourselves distanced between us and the new building, which has a lot of glass and a lot of delicate siding that's not going to even take a stone bouncing off of it without doing damage. So we've taken a small portion of the west end and a small portion of the east end, segregated them, abated them, so that we can start soft and hard demolition in these areas.
We've taken down a portion at the very west end of the half-round building to make the demolition more safe for high-reach equipment. All in all, it's going very well.
Now that a safe separation between the new and old buildings has been established, it's time for the big boys to go to town. But there's still another building they have to safeguard.
Here on the east side, we've done some selective demolition due to the proximity to the existing jail, where we've taken off the top few floors and the balconies to get us back from the buildings to prevent any falling debris from hitting the occupied jail.
Every demolition job that Priestley tackles presents its own unique challenges.
The biggest hurdle here is the lay-down area in the bottom here. There's no room. We're hemmed in by the old Don jail, the Toronto jail, the other side, and the actual old hospital by itself.
Here it's tight for sure. To segregate the materials and sort them, it's tough.
They're going reasonably well. There's been a few problems, but every job has problems, and you gotta kind of overcome them the best we can. Go to plan B or even C some days.
Among those challenges, equipment maintenance, a never-ending process with high-pressure machinery.
We always have breakdowns in the high-pressure shears and, always working hard, the rattling, Yeah. Quick couplers always tend to leak too, so. We just did a couple leak repairs today, changing O-rings and trying to keep the oil off the ground, obviously. They always take a beating for sure, but that's job security for me.
Oh, she's doing good. It's once in a while you get some more rings to pop, and but that's part of the job, I guess, with the pressure that we put through the hose. But everything else runs good.
Well, this year, yeah, I think it's the only straight shear that we have. It's still old school anyway. So, I don't know, and Ryan loves this year. So, we've got to take good care of it.
With so much going on in such a small amount of space, it's important that everyone is aware of what's happening in all areas of the site. This ensures that every area of the demolition runs as efficiently as possible.
I'm bailing all the material over to this side so they can start their digging on that end. So we're putting in the tight quarters here, so we got to make it work with the tight quarters we got. And then we're going to be crushing this all on site.
Once the debris is removed, the site plans call for a new parking lot, which will be a crucial addition to the new state-of-the-art hospital, as well as surrounding green space, including flower gardens, an ornamental fountain, a labyrinth, and public footpaths.
As you can see, Priestley's hammering away and doing a pretty good job at bringing this thing down, and Bridgepoint's really excited to have their entire campus completed.
It's a project that some may find daunting, but for Priestley, it's just another day at work, doing what they do best.
Hey, Frankie, we're going to pull some of that stuff back, bust the basement out, throw it back in the hole. I'm going to call Johnny over to help come over here. Maybe you can come over here with another machine or something to help him out.
Yeah, 10-4.
Anyway, we got to get some of this stuff out of the way so we can get this floor level and break the basement floor the next day. Stuff it into the floor for now. Fill it up again so Frank can continue forward again. We'll take the high point here, take down 2 floors, go around, take down 2 floors, so we'll be down to 7 floors. Then we'll bring it down to 5, 5, 3, 3, gone.